Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to another video. It's your boy, Dynamic Neek, and today's video, I want to share something a bit personal. It's a bit deep, but I figured it would be better to put it out on the internet and share it with you guys. So let's get to it. Now, what I wanted to share was my experiences with psychedelics. And now I know that there are a lot of negative connotations behind it, towards it, and people have really harsh assumptions towards it as well, because one, it's considered taboo, classified as a high class level drug, and it makes sense as to why people would make such assumptions, such negative assumptions towards it. So, but if you're gonna use it, or if you think about trying it out, if you are thinking about trying it out and you are someone who gets addicted to substances easily, and you are someone who's very just indulges in hedonistic pleasure, and you just indulge in pleasure a lot, overconsumption of pleasure, then it could potentially ruin your life. But if you use it with the intentions of finding a greater purpose, clarity, self-introspection, self-reflection, then it can change your life, like how it did for me. So now that we have the disclaimer out the way, let's get to it. So before I started experimenting with psychedelics, I was just not very confident with myself, to be honest. I had a lot of social anxiety. I covered it up really well. Even now, even after using psychedelics, I still get it, because I'm a human being and it's normal to get anxious. And I realized what anxiety truly is, where anxiety truly comes from. But it's before that, way before, prior to trying out the psychedelics, I was at a low place. I was still indulging in instant gratification. I was not meditating enough. I was not doing my best to get myself further ahead in life. Even though I was preaching about it, I was preaching about it all the time on Instagram, even on YouTube here, but I was not the man of my words. And that's one thing that psychedelics made me into, a man of my words. If I say I'm gonna do something, I will make sure that I'll do it. I will keep my word. Because it opened my mind. It allowed me to see things that I never saw before. See things from a different perspective, from a different lens, which I've never seen before. The way I currently view myself, it's from a self-love. It's from a place of compassion, from a place of forgiveness. I literally saw my inner child. And when I hugged him, I was that's all you pretty much needed to do. Just hug your inner weaker child and forgive yourself for all the past sins and mistakes that you have made. Because life, you're not going to take L's. You're not going to take losses. You're only going to be learning. And another thing about life, what it showed me was that other than our one core purpose, which is our biological purpose, which is to procreate and make babies to ensure the survival of the human species, Other than that, life is essentially nothing. Like, no matter how much successful you become, materialistic success you get, I mean, you define what success is to you. But no matter, the conclusion I got to was, no matter what you achieve, it'll just lead to a roadblock, an invisible roadblock, which is basically nothing. Life itself is nothing. Like, it's not gonna lead to anything beyond your biological purpose, which is to procreate. And then when I had that realization, I had a choice to make. That's when I realized that as human beings, we have the greatest ability, which is the power of choice. Now, we could go down a path of nihilism, where we accept that life is meaningless. Life is meaningless because this is a matrix that we literally live in, and this avatar, this flesh, it's literally just a puppet. We are energetic beings inside this puppet, living in a simulation. And yeah, like, whatever you do in this life, maybe if you do more good deeds, and maybe you'll get good karma and you might reincarnate into something better. But I mean, to each his own. If you believe in that or not, that's completely up to you. But I believe in reincarnation. So back to what I was saying, that either you choose to go down a path of nihilism, where everything is meaningless and you just give off this depressive, negative aura about you. So there's like no point in pursuing anything, no point in playing this game of life. Or you could choose the path of balanced, where you accept that there is really no point towards doing anything, but regardless, you're still going to pursue success in this matrix regardless. So that's the path of balance, where you accept that, you know, life is where life is essentially nothing, but you also choose to become your best self and make sure you will live life to the fullest. You will share your knowledge with others. You will build a community. You will build strong relationships with people. So that's the path I chose. Once I chose that path, it gave me super clarity. I'm like, okay, like I value my energy, my relationships with others a lot more. It allowed me to fix my broken bond with my family. It allowed me to reconnect with them. It allowed me to reconnect with my inner self and forgive myself for all the things that I was bashing myself about, shaming myself about. So it gave me a lot of clarity. And now I just feel way more connected with nature. I have a greater appreciation towards nature, towards life, towards everyone. I forgave those. I no longer hold grudges towards those that hurt me in the past, because I realized, like, you know, we all make mistakes, and it's just like not giving them any attention and not really like just thinking about them in general is a freaking superpower. Taking my attention away from them is a superpower. Like, we're all connected in some ways. We all come from the same source, which is the universe. You can call it God or some other thing, up to you. But yeah, psychedelics have changed my life. It has changed the way I view life now, and I'm a lot more confident than I was ever before. Every time I get anxiety, I am able to reflect on it very quick, and quickly I'm able to handle myself, and I'm able to calm myself. Now I take meditation, cold showers, working out, taking care of myself a lot more seriously. But at the same time, like, right now I don't I don't even consume a lot of these like self-improvement content like how I used to before, prior to these experiences that I had. So like now it's absolutely amazing. Like now I put myself more as the creator shoes. I put myself in the more of the creator's shoes. I'm more of a producer, creator, rather than consumer. And I just feel like I have a lot more value to give to the world, and I want to share my experiences with others. Psychedelics have definitely taught me a lot of things about myself and about just this reality and people in general. One big thing it has made me realize that we're all just walking traumas. Each and every one of us, like, we've been traumatized in some ways. And those of us that were sexually abused or exploited and traumatized by our family members or like close friends, those people are, even their abusers, like, they just, maybe they didn't know any better. Maybe the way they showed love, that was their only way, one way of showing their expression of love, and they didn't know any better ways to do it. So it's like in a way, like, it allowed me to just like forgive others that have hurt me, that have exploited me in the past, because like they didn't know any better. And because of that, having that maturity, it allowed me to elevate and go past the levels that I was stuck at. But yeah, like, that's all I wanted to share. Psychedelics have lowered my insecurity. It have lowered my depression. It has lowered my anxiety. I'm a lot more calmer, more happier, more optimistic than I was ever before. And just any of you out there that have tried it for the betterment of yourself, let me know how it went. Let's discuss how it impacted us, like, spiritually, physically, mentally, because like it definitely raised my vibration for sure. I'm a lot more connected with just myself and just with other people and nature. And obviously meditation and good habits, forming good habits, have helped me raising my vibration. But yeah, so there's that. Have a good one, guys.